Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
Alhamdulillah nasta'inu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lahu. Asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu al-mab'utsu bayna yas'a da'iyan inda Allah bil hikmati wal maw'izati al-hasanah. Allahumma shalli wa sallim wa barik alaihi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahu wa wala. Amma ba'du, fa ya ibadallah, usikum wa nafsi bi taqwallah wa huthukum ala ta'atillahi wa ta'ati rasulih la'allakum turhamun. Qala Allah Ta'ala fi kitabil karim, a'udzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, wa ati'u Allah wa rasulahu la'allakum turhamun. My dear brothers, first of all, we praise and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all his blessings. And we also invoke peace and blessing upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his family, his companions, and all those who follow him doing good deed till the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran of the Shaitan Rajim, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Indeed, we will certainly test you or try you with something of fear and hunger, the decrease of wealth, the loss of life, and the crops. But give good news of that tiding to those who are patient. Of course, we have heard this ayat recited many times, but today I would like just to elaborate on some aspects of this ayat. First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized twice that he will certainly test his servants, including the believers, or especially the believers. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ, which is in Arabic, the first lam called lam at-tawqid, to emphasize. And then nabluwannakum, also the nun mushaddada, also says nun tawqid, at-taqila, meaning another emphasis. So Allah emphasized twice, meaning it is not a joke. Allah indeed will certainly test the believers, especially in all mankind in general, with something of first al-khawf, and then al-jua', fear, hunger, وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ, the decrease of wealth, وَالْأَنفُسِ, life, the loss of life, وَالثَّمَرَاتِ, and the fruits, the crops, or the produce of the land. So here Allah mentioned a number of things by which Allah will certainly test his servants. So number one, al-khawf, the fear. Number two, hunger, wal-juma'. So we start at that first. Khawf, fear. So the fear is experienced for different reasons or due to different causes. When a person is sick, he has something of fear as well. So he fears to die, for example. He fears death. Or he fears seriousness of his disease. Or he fears in what you call incurability of his disease. That means the disease cannot be cured. Or fear that he has to go through operation. Even the sickness also creates fear. The most so from like pandemic, like today, people fear coronavirus or COVID-19. So this viruses is not visible to human physical eyes or to our naked eyes, although visible through magnification or microscope. But Allah can create things like that, so small, invisible, but can cause death. So it creates more fear, especially looking at how it spreads. Very scary. And in fact, it's unprecedented in human life. The virus spread in that way. And globally, not only in one country where it comes from, globally, everywhere. Of course, this type of pandemic also create more fear. But that fear is the test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or fear may be resulted from natural disasters, like earthquake, cyclone, hurricane, tornado, flood, tsunami. And so many natural disasters also create fear. But this fear is one of the kinds with which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests his servant, to test us. Although naturally, we fear death, which we should not fear anyway. We are not supposed to fear death, but only remember. Why? Because First of all, death is part of our life. In other words, one of the stages of our life. We must go through it. Not only the Muslim, the believers believe that there is death. Even the non-believers, even the atheists believe there is death. Meaning, nobody in this world will live forever. How long we're going to live? When we see, in our real life, so after, say, 60, 70, we are starting getting weaker and weaker. And most people after 70, what they call today, they start having dementia. Become senile. So, and you live longer, and we go back to the former state, like baby again. So how long we're going to live? Meaning there's something extraordinary or something unusual or something which is not normal, but death is part of our life. We have been born to die. Otherwise, we were not born because we have been born to die. Of course, we don't know when, and we don't know how. People fear pandemic. Also, people can be killed by car accident or by other, diseases like heart attack, for example, or stroke and so on. Not because only pandemic, it's just one of the causes of death. So in other words, what is important is how to deal with death. Not to fear death, because we must die. But the question, are we prepared to die? That is the question. Are we prepared to go back to our Creator? That is why in the ayah I just recited, Allah continued when He explained who are those who are patient. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. So give good news to those who are patient in adversity, namely those when a calamity strikes them. They say, Inna lillah, indeed to Allah we belong. Wa inna ilayhi rajaun, indeed we shall return to Him. Of course, sometimes you want to live a bit longer, but no matter, you live longer or shorter, you will die anyway. But the preparedness is very important. Why? Whenever your time is up, whenever you have to leave this world, you are prepared. That's what is important. That is why death has to be remembered all the time as the stage or one of the stage of our life we have to go through. That's what is important. So not how long we live, because you see, even Allah in the Quran, He mentioned or described this life is like a play, like fun and game. So human being in this life is exactly like the children playing in the playground or somewhere. Okay, and then the parent called them, oh, come, we go home. Oh, we want to stay some more time, we want to spend some more time here. We want to enjoy some more time. Same thing. Meaning, this world is not our home. But we are, still engrossed in this fun and game of this world, in competition, to have more and more. That's what it is. So exactly like children, busy playing, and the parent called them, come, we go home. Oh, we want to stay, so, some more time. Same human being here, They know they have to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they still want to stay. They want to live longer. But how long? See, up to even the 80 years I mentioned earlier, or 100 years, what will you become at that age? Let alone the believers, even the non-Muslims. I have a friend who is a revert. So every Sunday, he visits his parents, who are still not Muslim. And then his father always complained to him, why am I still alive? He's up to 80. Why am I still alive? All my friends gone already. Why am I still alive? You see, they start getting bored with life. Why? Because it's not our home. We belong somewhere else, not here. Allah placed us here to go through the test, to sit for the test. That's all. Because it's no dunya, no akhirah. So here where we prepare ourselves, where we have to earn something for the hereafter in this life. If no life, no hereafter. So Allah placed us here to test first to see what we do. As Allah said, الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. So he's the one who created death and life to test you. Which one of you is better in deed or action? That's what it is. So death and life, in other words, our life is all about tests. We want to see what we do here. Hence Allah said, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I have not created jinn and man but to worship me, to serve me. So today, many people even don't know why they are here. They don't know. But Allah told us why we are here. That is why, people are straying or going astray. Or they are in all this aberration all the time because they don't know why they are here. They think the life started here, will end here, that's it. That's what they think. But Allah told us why He created us. The main purpose or the ultimate purpose to serve Him, to worship Him, to obey Him. When we obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we serve the purpose of life. Otherwise, no purpose. Because this life is just one of stages. How many stages? Or like 4 stages of our life. Until we go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we live here for a while to sit for the test. Okay, to Allah wants to see what we do, how we behave in this life. I think that's all I have to say today. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-azim wa nafa'ani iyyakum bima fihi min al-ayati wa dhikril hakim wa taqabbala minni wa minkum tilawatahu innahu as-sami'ul 'alim. Aqulu qawli hadha astaghfirullah al-'azim li wa lakum wa lisa'il muslimin wal muslimat astaghfiruh innahu huwal ghafurur rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa bihi nasta'inu ala umuri dunya wad din. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah malakul haqqul mubin. Asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu shadiqul 'adil amin. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahu bi ihsanin ila yaumiddin. Amma ba'du fa ya al-muslimun اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال تعالى إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وسلم تسليما كثيرا. اللهم ارض عن الخلفاء الراشدين المهتدين سادتنا أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن سائر أصحابه أجمعين. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم حبب إلينا الإيمان وزينه في قلوبنا وكره إلينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان واجعلنا من الراشدين. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا واخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم لا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا. اللهم انصر إخواننا في كل مكان على أعدائهم. اللهم انصر إخواننا في فلسطين. اللهم انصر على أعدائك وأعدائهم. اللهم عليك باليهود العاصبين المعتدين الظالمين. اللهم عليك بهم وخذهم أخذ عزيز مقتدر إنك على كل شيء قدير. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.
الله أكبر الله أكبر.